Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Runia, and I hope you are all doing well. Very nice to film again. It's been a while. We have all survived through February. That is the toughest month of the year. According to all the statistics, especially in northern hemisphere, it is the highest rate of death and all of everything. Today I want to make you smile, okay? I want to make you sleepy and to smile. I prepared another word compilation type of video, okay? I found an article with very funny English words or something like that. And the words are funny indeed. They are funny indeed and somewhat rare and funny, old fashioned. I imagine they are from different countries, but it's like what your grandpa would say, type of words. I really enjoy words like that, and I didn't know most of them before the article. So, without further ado, let's start. I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna read you the definition first, and you try to guess, because some of these words, they are not that rare. I knew them before, okay? So I imagine that you will be able to guess, okay? So the first word is, this one is rare, okay? Very rare, actually, dialectal. So if you don't know, it's fine. Old-fashioned. So this is a humorous, old-fashioned word, meaning to confuse, perplex, or flutter. Okay, it suggests stronger confusion than just not understanding, like you've been thrown off. Starts with B. Bum puzzle, bum puzzle. I was completely bumfuzzled by the instructions. Bum puzzle. The new phone update left my grandpa bumpuzzled. True. That was probably an American dialect. Okay. An American dialect of word from 19th century. The next one is a running training method where you vary your pace by alternating between faster and slower efforts. This word is somewhat common in fitness industry, but it's funny. Fartlek. We did a fartlek workout in the park this morning. Fartlek training improves both speed and endurance. If long runs feel boring, try adding fartlek segments. I think it's cool. It's nice. I would like to try from Swedish fartlek, meaning speed play. So Swedish fartlek. The next one is also somewhat rare, okay? Somewhat rare, kinda poetic, okay? Meaning at all times, always, or through all time. It sounds very philosophical, poetic, okay? Intentionally unusual. And the word is every when. Every when. Great myths seem to belong to everyone, not just one era. He acts like his opinions were true everyone. Everyone. I enjoy Junia's videos everyone. Do you? Do you? Do you enjoy my videos everyone? The next one. This one is interesting. Very interesting because I had like an idea for this word's etymology, but I was wrong. Okay, so this is original. This is South African English. It's common there and basically not used everywhere else. Okay. It is a synonym for property, real estate. Describe a piece of land registered in a deeds registry. Okay. The word is erf, E-R-F. Okay. And I thought that like maybe this is the like earth, but they say earth. I knew like I was wrong because the earth, like earth is the name of the planet, right? But in Russian, you say Земля. It means soil or land. And this is also the way we call the planet, Земля. And I thought maybe in South African English, this is also the case, but no, this is not the earth become an earth. This is, okay, let me read you the full definition. In property and real estate and earth, and plural formal urban, is the legal term used in Namibia, South Africa, and Eswatini to describe a piece of land registered in deeds registry as an earth lot, plot, or stand. The term is derived from the Afrikaans word for inheritance or piece of land, like Dutch. Okay. They bought an earth outside the city. The house sits on a large earth with room for a garden. The next one is this one is really funny to me. It's not really common. Very informal. A loud commotion, fuss, uproar, or noisy disturbance, especially when people make a big scene over something. Starts with an H. And the word is hullabaloo. It reminds me of my friend's grandpa's special word, charabara, but hullabaloo. It doesn't, hullabaloo, charabara. Okay, like it doesn't sound similar, and it has the same amount, like the same number of syllables. Okay, charabara, hullabaloo, but I feel like that would be the case, I guess. If you're Russian, do you know the word charabara? Because I've never heard it before my friend's grandpa. Okay, hullabaloo. Examples. What's all this hullabaloo about? There was a huge hullabaloo after the rumor spread. The media created a hullabaloo over a small mistake. Hullabaloo, 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 hullabaloo. The next one is it is obsolete and extremely rare, at least with the dictionary. Okay, don't. Okay. It means a drop of mucus hanging from the nose. It is remembered mostly because it is very, very specific, very oddly specific. Okay. I didn't know this word, but I know another word, which is kind of similar in specification. It is the last word of the video for the okay. So Meldrop. I have no Meldrops. Meldrop is one of those obscure dictionary words people love to quiz each other on. I would lose, I didn't know this word. The old glossary defined a Meldrop as a nasal drop. Meldrop. This is a specific booger. That's not just a booger, that's Meldrop, okay? Meldrop. The next one. The formal name for the division symbol. Okay. The formal name for the division symbol. This one, okay? Division symbol. I didn't know this word. Starts with O. Okay. Obelus. Most people say division sign, but its formal name is obelus. Obelus. My teacher wrote an obelus on the board. From Greek obelos, originally meaning a pointed object, later used for marks and symbols. Obelus. I barely remembered hyphen, and it is like useful hyphen. Obelus. Maybe I remember. Okay. The next one. Sozzled. Oh, I didn't read you the definition first, but it's fine. Okay. Sozzled. Do you know the meaning of this word, sozzled? It is somewhat common in British informal speech, but not in America. Okay. Well, you don't say fellas. Or you say fellas? No. Mates. Okay, whatever. A British informal word meaning drunk or very tipsy. Sozzled. Okay. He got sozzled at the wedding reception. They came home completely sozzled. You shouldn't drive if you're sozzled. Makes sense. I imagine like British chavs. Yeah. You are sozzled, mate. Mate, you are so. I'm sorry. Okay. Bumper shoot. Do you know what it means, bumper shoot? it means an umbrella. It is a playful old-fashioned word for an umbrella, usually used for a comic or vintage effect. Bumper shoot, bumper shoot. Okay. Grab your bumper shoot. It's starting to rain. He carried a black bumper shoot and wore a bowler hat. Bumper shoot, bumper shoot. The next word. Okay, I'll do their definitions. Okay, again, definition. That is a synonym for giggle or laugh. Okay, laugh, giggle. A little nervously. Okay, in a nervous, slightly silly way. Titter, 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 titter. The class began to titter when he misread the sentence. She gave a small titter and looked away. A titter spread through the audience. Titter, titter. And the etymology is probably onomatopoeical. Onomatopoeia. That's not onomatopoeia. Like another one. Okay. My next word is very rare. Very rare. Even archaic. Okay. Word meaning to look at someone flirtatiously, like I guess. The word is smicker. I've never heard this one. Smicker. To smicker. The poem describes lovers smickering at each other. It's an archaic word for a flirtatious look. She smickered across the ballroom. The word is likely related to sound, expressive function of words like smile and smirk. Okay? Smicker. Then next, I think this word is very like tingly. That would be like a good trigger, I guess. It's rare and historical. The definition. The word has several meanings, including a hook or hooked to in some dialect historical uses, and an old type of golf club. Golf club, okay. The word is clique. Clique. Clique is how someone would pronounce the word click. The word click. Click, but with Russian accent. Click. The museum labeled mentioned an iron click. He used a click to pull the sack closer. Click. This is an older Scottish English word. Okay. Scottish English. Then we have a humorous or mildly insulting word for a young person who is overly confident, rude, or like thinks too much on themselves. Okay. Starts with W. who does that whippersnapper think he is? Whippersnapper. The coach called the rookie a whippersnapper. 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 Then I have high-waisted ski pants with shoulder straps, used for skiing, snowboarding, and winter wear. This word starts with an S. With an S. Salopets. 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 I didn't know it, and I don't think I'll. Well, never say never. Maybe I'll start like skiing, someday. This word is common in UK and like Europe. Imagine rich kids who go skiing. They all know this word. If you know salopettes, then I think you are very privileged. No comments. She packed her salopettes for the ski holiday. Waterproof salopettes are great for kids in the snow. He wore insulated salopettes on the mountain. This is French origin from salopette. I don't know how you pronounce salopette. Referring to protective overalls. Okay. The next one. This word is rare, but supposedly understandable. A person who steals books. Yeah, makes sense. Steals books. It may be used seriously or jokingly for someone who borrows books and never returns them. Honestly, that was me. Like when I was 10, for some reason, I would take a lot of books from the local library from like my village, and then I would return them like in 6 years. I know it's bad. The word is biblioclapt. Oh, I know why I never returned them, because I would like take a lot every time I went there, and then one day my parents bought me the ebook, the electronic reader, and I just stopped going there, so therefore I did not return any of the books that I had on me. Okay. The word biblioclept. Like I went to biblioteca and I was a biblioclept. The library had a problem with biblioclepts targeting rare editions. He joked that he was a biblioclept because he never returned borrowed novels. A biblioclept steals books specifically, not just valuables in general. I think this is such a young consumer experience, like going to a real library, borrowing real books. I feel special. So Greek roots, biblio, book, and klept, thief. Next one. Occupation. Do you know the meaning for the word occupation? occupation. It's very rare and historical. I didn't know, but it makes sense. Maybe I will remember the word, at least like in my passive vocabulary. Okay, the definition, it is the act or practice of eating or drinking while reclining, lying back, especially in historical dining settings. I think it is the way old ancient Greeks, ancient Romans were eating, because they had these benches, okay, around the table, and they were just laying down. So they were occupating, I don't know. Examples: occupation was a part of dining customs in some ancient cultures. The article jokingly compared couch snacking to occupation. Next time my mom yells at me when I'm eating on the couch, I'll tell her, "Mama, do not interrupt my occupation." From Latin, the etymology from Latin, occupare, meaning to recline at the table. Next, lollygag. I think I heard this one a few times in like American shows, and it is somewhat common in American English, moderately common, okay? And it means to lollygag means to waste time, to fool around instead of doing something useful. Lollygag. There is also another version, spelling pronunciation, lallygag. So it can be a lollygag or a lallygag. Stop lollygagging and finish your homework. We lollygagged around town all afternoon. I'm thinking if loitering would be another synonym, but I guess loitering is more evil. Lollygag. Okay, the next word I learned on TikTok or on Instagram. Someone made a video about rare words that nobody uses, or like your friend pulls up one of these words randomly, like haha, and that was very funny. And this is how I learned this word. A person learning the alphabet or the basics of something. It can also describe something elementary. Okay? And this is, I think we do not have a word like that in Russian. No. The word is abecedarian. Abecedarian. Then I think, well, you can understand the etymology. It's the alphabet A, B, C, D. Abecedarian. Kindergarten students are abecedarians in the literal sense. This is an abecedarian guide to coding. Abecedarian. Then I have cutesy boo. Exclusively cute, Danish, sugary, affected, or slightly knowing way. Usually used critically, not as praise. Cutesy boo. Cutesy boo. Cutesy boo. Cutesy boo. Cutesy boo. Cutesy poo. Cutesy. Cutesy poo. Cutesy poo. I feel like Trisha Paytas. What's her? Trisha. Cutesy poo. I don't know if she speaks like that. Cutesy poo. Cutesy poo. You're my cutesy poo. This word is on the list. The word is flabbergast. To flabbergast and like flabbergast. But I remember I learned this word during my first year in university. And it was kind of like, oh, this is a very nice, smart word in English that I learned. And I was using it a lot. So now I feel like it's not that funny to me, but that was on the list. So I think it is funny, actually, but not to me. So to greatly surprise, shock, or astonish someone, often to the point of speechlessness, to flabbergast. The ending of the movie flabbergasted me. I was flabbergasted by the price of that sandwich. The definition of our next word is describing someone, traditionally a man, who's overly concerned with clothes and appearance in a showy or affected way. It is uncommon, but standard and recognized in writing. And the word is foppish. Foppish. He had a foppish style with velvet jackets and silk scarves. The character is intentionally foppish and theatrical. His foppish manner amused everyone. From the etymology from fop, an older English word for a vain, overdressed man. Foppish. This one I heard a few times. This word is regional American and it is specifically known as a funny word. So the definition: crooked, askew, not lined up properly. In some regional US usage, it can also mean diagonally opposite. Okay. It can also describe situations that have gone chaotic. And the word is cattywampus. The picture frame is hanging cattywampus. The chair was set cattywampus in the corner. So the etymology, the word is likely related to forms like cater cornered or kitty corner. Cattywampus. The next one is, I think everyone knows this word, and to me it's not funny, to be honest. That is the word noob. Very common. This is like gaming, internet slang, okay? Noob. A slang term for a beginner, inexperienced person, especially in gaming. And it stems from the word newbie, okay? And I think it's not funny to me because it's like too mainstream, I guess. And we also have this word in Russian. We say noob. In Russian we say noob. Они нубы, они нубы. I'm a total noob at this game. Noob. Eh, eh. This one is interesting. I think I had this on like my vocabulary a few semesters, a few years ago. Okay, but I forgot it. It is the word that means this sign. Okay, this sign. In Russian, we call it like a grid. Решетка, 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 grid. And in English, it is octothorpe, 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 octothorpe. Oh, this is an octothorpe. Octothorpe. Well, it is better than hashtag for sure. Hashtag, what is it? Octothorpe. Okay, octothorpe, octothorpe. Then I have a word that means to chat in a friendly, flattering, socially skillful way. Often to build relationship or gain an advantage. The word stems from Yiddish. To build relationships or gain an advantage. The word is schmooze. Schmooze. He schmoozed with investors at the conference. Schmooze. She's great at schmoozing clients without sounding fake. I'm terrible at schmoozing at office parties. Schmooze. 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 Next, this word is extremely rare and also like a novelty word, okay? For someone who avoids finishing things, especially because they dislike endings or completion. That's like, how do you call that? To postpone, to procrastinate. So that's a procrastinator, a procrastinating person. Starts with an F. F. Okay. And the word is finifugal. 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 I'm a somewhat finifugal person. Okay. The examples. I am finifugal. I start projects and rarely finish them. His finifugal habits kept the book draft unfinished. Finifugal, finifugal, finifugal. From Latin elements finis to end and fugal, feeling, avoiding. Okay. Finifugal, finifugal. Then this word is not funny to me, but interesting, cool. I think everyone knows the word smog, okay? The fog and smoke. And this one is a smaze. I haven't heard it before, to be honest. Smaze is haze and smoke, okay? Smoke and haze, smaze. A blend word meaning a mixture of smoke and haze, often used for polluted or wildfire affected air. Wildfires covered the city in a thick maze. The skyline disappeared behind this maze. Skirl. 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 Do you know what it means? Skirl is uncommon, but known to Scottish people, okay? Or to people who play bagpipes. Bagpipes. That's a shrill, piercing sound, and especially a sound of a bagpipe. The skirl of the bagpipes echoed across the field. We heard the skirl before we saw the parade. Skirl, 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 skirl. Okay, guys, and the last word for today. It wasn't on the list. I edited it sincerely and genuinely as a gift to all of you. I was reminded of this word when I heard the word melt drop, and this word is similar. So it is common as a slang or joke word, very informal, and usually it means a small clump of dried fecal matter stuck to hair, okay? In Russian that would be barebu. I'm sorry. And in English that's a dingleberry. 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 Examples. The dog needs a bath. It's got a dingleberry stuck in its fur. Don't be a dingleberry. Read the instructions first. Dingleberry. Well, guys, I hope you liked this video. Maybe you share words that you find funny, okay? Because I think I would make another part of this video. I would add more words and from that article and from the words that you recommended, okay? Because I'm not a native speaker. My vocabulary is not that rich, you know. Thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, okay? And liking and doing the bell button, okay? The like button, the subscription button, the bell notification button. Send this video to your mom too.